Let me tell you a story. There was this girl in my school and she had this aura that drew everyone attention. And I used to look her from afar. Even though I couldn't stop myself from thinking like how I would look if I talked to her, or how awkward it would be if I like talked to her. One afternoon, I was on the top floor talking with my friend and like leaning against the railing. Like you know those railings in school, like you can lean there. I was doing that. I saw that girl walking toward me. My heart was getting pumped as fast. She passed me and she joined her female groups and started having like you know those girl type of like you know those laugh type of conversation. Before I knew, I was walking toward her, telling those phrases in my mind that I'm confident, I'm this, that I'm gonna do this like. And when I reached there, within my arm reach, bro, like within my arm reach. So imagine this is a girl within my arm reach. She moved her hand like this and she walked toward the class. And when I look at the class was filled with students. And keep in mind, at that time, I was fumbling with my boys. Leave to talk with girls. I was not able to talk with like my female boys. I didn't have that confidence to talk even with a stranger. Then I was outside the classroom and I was thinking like should I do it? Should I go inside? Like what people gonna think about me? Like this and that. Like my shirt is not looking good. All this fuck bullshit thing. I stopped thinking and I took a deep breath like this, like exactly like this, and I walk inside. I sat in front of her, and as I was leaving, my heart was more pumping than ever. I got her number. For a second, I thought like, what the fuck happened, bro? Like, what did I did? Like, what just happened? And from that moment, I gained a new confidence. I gained a new like power within myself, and I got to know one thing, that the fear of missing was greater than the fear of taking it. And that single choice changed everything. Moral of the story is you need to use your fear for your advantage. See, fear is an essential tool for survival. If fear didn't exist, you wouldn't have survived. If you don't have any fear, then you will die. You will not able to watch this video. You know why? If you don't have the fear, if tiger is in front of you and you don't have the fear to like save yourself, then you will die. Fear is essential for survival, but you need to know how to use that fear. You studied for the exam because you have fear. You had the fear, right? To get beaten by your parents, to get scolded by your parents. And that fear made you to study for the exam. It was not like you want to study. It was the fear that made you to like be on that table and to study that boring English, like geography that you don't even care about. Why? Because you fear. Most of you guys watching this video, watch porn. And you watch porn because of fear. You know, you have this fear. You have this fear of missing out the porn. Like what like if I told you to not watch porn, you will think like you will have the fear to miss the porn, right? You have this fear that if you don't watch porn, like you will not able to get horny, like you will not able to do this shit. But at the same time, you also have one fear which is like very low at this time for you, the fear to like destroy your life, because you are destroying your life with this porn. Which fear is very dominating for you if you're watching porn? First one, right? The first fear, which was like you don't want to miss the chance of watch porn. That was a fear to miss to what if you miss porn was dominating to you, so you act upon that. You are taking the action on the base of your fear. Don't think like you should not have fear. You should have fear, but you need to know which fear you want to choose. The main takeaway is that every time you face a situation where you feel that there is a resistance. For example, if I tell you right now to go to your parents and say that I don't want to do job, I don't want to do this exam, I don't want to like do this shit that you guys are telling me, then you will have resistance. That's a fear, right? That's a fear. What's the fruit of that? Okay, they will scold you, but now you're like a kind of free person. You will do whatever the hell you want, not in a bad way, but in terms of like what you want to desire, what you desire in life. Just ask yourself, do I want to bear the fruit by overcoming the fear of this? For me, I want to bear the fruit of having the stressful conversation with that girl. I fumble, I got it, but after that I want to bear the fruit. I will get a new confidence. My life will kind of change, bro. Like if I just talk with that girl, my confidence will skyrocket, my belief will skyrocket. I want that fruit. I also had one fear. Apart from that, I had the fear of like judgment of like, okay, she will think like I'm a dumbass, she will think like this and that, but what is the fruit of that? Okay, that will save me from having that stressful conversation. The fruit is just to like eliminate the stressful conversation with her and nothing else, but I don't want to get that fruit. And there is a tip out there. If you're someone watching this video then and you're kind of confused like how to know if this fear is correct or not, and most of the time if a fear is correct, then you will feel hard to act upon it. Your mind will tell you to act upon the other option. Be logical with the fear. Like if someone tell you that jump from the mountain, don't jump from, like, be logical that you will not jump from the mountain. There's no bearing of that fruit. You don't care about like to impress your guy to jump from the mountain. You don't even care, right? So be logical with that and align your fear with your goal. So for me, I want to gain confidence. That will help me in my journey to become the better version of my life. If I talk to this girl, my confidence gonna increase, and if my confidence gonna increase, my belief gonna change, like this and that. So align it to your goal, and if it doesn't align in your goal, then you can just skip it. There is an actionable step out there if you're watching this video till here. I know most of the people have already clicked off this video, and if someone is watching this, they are like watching like the comments, how many comments I got. The actionable step is to write down your fear. Right after this video, write down your fear. What fear you have? It can be anything. I have the fear of cockroaches. I have the fear of waking up early. I have this fear of talking to girls. I have this fear of talking to aunties. I have this fear of talking to uncles. I have this fear to start a YouTube channel. I have this fear to start a business because my parents will think I'm like this and that. I have this fear. Any fucking thing, anything. And once you have the list of fear, you need to overcome on. You need to attack on those fear every single day. And you cannot just attack directly, right? And so I'm gonna give you how you can attack that. Let's take an example that there are two lists on your paper of fear. Like one is that you have a fear to talk to girls, and second is that I'm taking girl as an example because it is what happened to me. Fear toward girls and fear to talk to stranger. You have two fears. Now you want to rate those fear on the scale of 1 to 10. For example, you have the fear to talk to girl. On the scale of 1 to 10, how much you will rate it? If I was you, I had this problem of talking to girl, then I would probably rate this 9 out of 10 because I have this fear to talk to stranger, and I can talk to stranger. That's not a big deal. Although it is kind of like stressful for me, it is kind of discomfort for me, but I can talk to stranger, right? It is not a big deal. Then I can just rate this second list as like 6 out of 10. So 6 out of 10 is the least, right? So first you need to go and talk to a stranger, then you will attack on the bigger thing. That's how you will gain the courage gradually, right? You cannot just attack the main thing directly without having that knowledge or without having that power. If you watched this video till here, then I hope you like this video. And if you want more of this kind of content in your homepage and you want this kind of content to help you, then just subscribe this channel because I have 8 subscribers, I think. And if you are like good guy, good boy, good girl, everything, whatever you are, you will subscribe. Otherwise, you will not gain muscle for like 10 days, bro. Bye bye.